It's week 9 of the NFL, and we'll be watching the Falcons, reigning league MVP. He's fourth in the NFL in passing touchdowns this season. It's the Falcons and the Eagles on Monday Night Prime Time.
Thank you to Trey Mosley for the introduction. We are indeed excited to welcome you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Thanks for having us in. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson. Greg, it's that time of the year. A little bit more urgency. The calendar page turns to November. We kind of know who the good teams are. The midpoint of the NFL season is a great time to take a step back and look ahead to what's down the road for us.
Yeah, no doubt. I always felt, even as a player, that you never really knew how good you were as a team or how good everyone else around the league was until you kind of got to this point in the year. November, December football. That's really where teams separate themselves from the pack, and that's where playoff pictures start to unravel. That's where there's a little bit more clarity between the haves and the have-nots. And this is when NFL football gets fun. Holidays are coming. Playoff pictures are unfolding. It is a blast.
To return is Tucker. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. So the Philadelphia offense set to take over for the first time. Leading this offense, their veteran quarterback.
And he's coming off a game where he's pretty much held in check for the majority of the contest. He had a couple nice throws here and there, and I think that's what gives this team hope that he is the quarterback for the future, Mike, because when he's on, it looks like big boy football. The problem is they just don't see it enough. He didn't get into any sort of established rhythm, never found the end zone, and of course he had the one interception.
Big opening up the middle, through the middle of the field. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 72 yards. Touchdown, Philadelphia. And, Greg, that is the way you love to start one of those games. Get off the bus, get on the field, get in the end zone. The road team with the first 6 of this one.
And you can just see, Mike, it takes a lot of the air out of the stadium. And this crowd, they're fired up, start of the game, trying to make their presence felt. And the opposing team goes all the way down for an opening drive touchdown. That's an ideal way to start when you find yourself on the road.
Next to score, Eagles 7, Falcons
7-0
nothing.
is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Here comes a return from the 3. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Falcons set to take over here on offense. They are led out by a man who's done this now for a long time. Their veteran quarterback.
Last week's performance, Mike, probably when you go back and look at it, the thing that stands out the most is just a little bit too inconsistent for their liking. I mean, he found a way to ultimately lead his team to a victory, and that's the biggest thing. But with that said, he has to do a better job of keeping the ball from getting into the wrong hands. He got too careless at times, and they made a pick.
The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack. Following the play, we have an Eagle who is shaken up. So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. They'll throw out of the gun. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll run with the 2nd-round pick in the April draft. Not much there, maybe a yard. There you get a look at his numbers on the ground a week ago as a part of their victory. Here's 2nd and 9. A throw on the move is caught. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
The Eagles offense ready to possess the football for the second time. And they're going to hear it from this crowd. They're backed up deep as they start 1st and 10. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. They'll run for the first time with their fullback. And he's got it to the 14-yard line. Here's a first carry for their running back. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. You get a look there at his numbers on the ground from a week ago. Quick throw, taken in. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. 3rd and a yard. They'll look to throw. Open man, right side. He's got it. Give him 14 on that one. Good for an Eagles first down.
Every quarterback's dream is, can I get the ball out of my hand as fast as possible and get it to a guy that can do the rest after the catch? And it seems like nowadays, throughout the entire league, the best offenses thrive in yards after the catch. All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. So they come to the line for first down and 10. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately his passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off from their execution and leads to an incompletion.
Looking to convert for the 3rd time on this drive. They'll need another here. It's 3rd and 2. They'll try to get this one on the ground.
That's a heck of a stop by this defense early in this game, Mike, and it sets up a decision for the offense. You might be a little too far away to attempt a realistic field goal, but you might be a little too close to get anything out of the punt unit. I think I'm keeping the offense on. I'm trying to extend this drive, and I'm being aggressive here early.
So a big mistake there. Roughing call on the field goal try. It gives them an automatic first down. They motion the slot man left. Throwing now on 1st and 10. To the right side here. Pass is caught. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. He'll look to throw. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Touchdown, Eagles. It's his 2nd touchdown of the year. York, good on the extra point. And the Eagles move out on top, 14-0. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Falcons offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. The numbers have looked good this season. Case in point right here, right up there among the NFL leaders in touchdown passes. Right away, they'll set up to throw. That's to the sideline and intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead. Back to throw here to begin the drive. This one is complete along the sideline. A very nice job to fit that ball in. It'll be a modest gain. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down. Trouble. Down he goes. Here comes the Eagles punt team. And that's going to work out well. Out of bounds, and they mark it inside the 5-yard line. The Falcons offense ready for this next possession. They'll start from their own 4. Not a lot of room for error back here. It's 1st and 10. 15 yards to pick up. Good for a first down. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground. Brought down at the 21. A gain of 1. Here's a 2nd and 9. Brings up 2nd and 9. Look at that. Slinged it across his body and connected. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. A couple of first downs already on this drive, and they'll go first down from the 43. Now he'll air one out. And this will be incomplete.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running back in, there is a lot of space open underneath.
It is a big play there for the Falcons. 38 yards.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
To the ground, a first down run. And he's in. Touchdown, Falcons.
When you start talking about the qualities of a top-tier back in the NFL, Mike, we all talk about size, speed, the ability to keep your feet, the ability to have balance at contact. But the part we don't talk enough about is patience, understanding the blocking scheme, the timing, when to hit the hole, as much as what hole to hit. And I think you get a great example of what that looks like when it all comes together. He takes advantage of the scheme, and next thing you know, he hits his head on the goalpost.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. A return coming from the 14. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. Here comes the Philly offense now as they make their way back onto the field. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Here's 2nd and 2. In motion, it's Jackson. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Now a 3rd and 2. A handoff as they try to run it here. A pickup there of 13. First down, Philadelphia. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Now a timeout, Atlanta. That's their first. First and 10. Got his man at the 6. And he'll be out of bounds at the 5. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier. Gets him a first down. So we've played one quarter here on a Monday night. It's the Eagles with the early advantage. Greg and I back in Atlanta after this. A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's 1st and goal. Throwing now from the gun. And this one's blown up. It's back at the 5-yard line now.
Linebacker certainly wasn't fooled on that play. Not only does he get there in a hurry, but he's able to secure that tackle and bring him down for a loss.
They'll look to throw yet again. And he's going to be dropped. They get to him back at the 15-yard line. His last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. That is hauled in at the 5. And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. He's doubled his season output. He now has 4. York, good on the extra point. And the Eagles will take a 21-7 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. Now an opening past the 30. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return. The Falcons offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. This one complete right side. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line. Now, faking the give. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. That one broken up. It's incomplete. All over him down the field. It'll set up 3rd down. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta.
You know, there's so many key factors that allow a play like this, Mike, to have so much success. And, of course, like anything, it starts with the quarterback being accurate. It's such a big part of NFL football right now is the run after the catch. But the accuracy of the ball allows the receiver to turn into a runner after securing the catch. So great job there by the quarterback. And then sometimes it's just a foot race to the pylon and speed kills. And Wide receiver gets the ball, secures it, and he does the rest.
Not going for two. They'll kick the point after. It's up and good. And the Falcons draw closer here. It's 21-14. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. They'll beyond the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Putting one of their tight ends in motion left. They'll begin with a zone read. I fumbled the football. One of his teammates there to take it back in.
So even though they avoid the turnover, this... they're going to coach hard off of. They're going to bring guys into the meeting room next week and say, hey, guys, we're not always going to be so fortunate. The ball is not always going to bounce our way. Anybody who handles the ball from the center to the quarterback to any of the ball carriers, the most important aspect of team offense is protecting the ball at all costs.
Shotgun snap as they'll throw it on 3rd down. That's complete. Taken in by Franklin. It's a gain of 19 in the air. Eagles 1st down. Now they'll set up to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he's close to a 1st down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. A good spot here. 2nd and a yard. Here's a handoff out of the gun. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1. Here's 3rd and 2. Receiver in motion. Going right. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. That is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision. They'll try and run for it. 1st down and more inside the 25. And he's going to be taken down, but not until he reaches the 20-yard line. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion. Back to the air once more on 2nd down. And the Eagles are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them down to the 1. They send the tight end in motion. They'll try to run this one in. And he's not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose yardage. They push him backwards. Back to throw. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
Sometimes, Mike, your greatest strength can also be a little bit of your weakness. In this case, he is so used to being able to buy more time with his feet, extend the play, give his targets more time downfield to uncover. In this case, nothing materializes, tried to do too much, and as a result, takes a big loss.
Throwing here on 3rd and goal. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. Now they got a 4th down decision to make. You know, I think it's safe to say here, Mike, as this offense leaves the field, they wanted to stay out there and go for it. But I think in this case, the coach is playing the long game. He understands that these 3 points now can end up being very valuable as this game moves along.
The Falcons offense and their wide receiver getting ready to get back to work. The deficit is 10, 24-14. The work to do as they come up for 1st and 10. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. They'll begin here on the ground. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. 2nd and 7. He'll drop to throw. That one a bit high, but it's complete. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
In order for this play to be successful against man coverage, Mike, 2 things need to happen. 1, the quarterback has to anticipate the break. He has to get that ball out on time. And then the rest is the receiver creating the separation at the top. And when both are accomplished, you can see what the results are.
Here's 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. This is caught down that right sideline. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. They'll look to throw. That is brought in at the 10. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
Well, they certainly aren't wasting any time marching down the field. I mean, you only need one hand to count how many plays they've run, and yet they find themselves 1st and goal inside the low red zone.
Well, a chance to get right back in it here. 1st down and goal. From out of the gun, he'll throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. They'll look to throw again. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete. 2 incomplete passes now lead to this 3rd down and goal. They'll run. And he's going to be stopped. He gets 2 down to the 2-yard line. But now it's 4th down. Here we go. Offense still out there. It is 4th and goal. They'll try to run. And this time he's in. Touchdown Falcons. That's his 2nd touchdown so far here in the 1st half. So they decide to go for the touchdown, and Greg, they get rewarded on 4th and goal with the 6 points.
Yeah, I think the safe bet there is you settle for the field goal and you're happy coming off the field with points. But not this play caller. He rolls the dice a little bit, but give credit to the offensive line. They created just enough of a lane for this back to take it in for 6.
The extra point is good. And the Falcons cut the lead to 3, 24-21. Both teams ready to go once more. as the kick's away. This barely gets to the landing zone, fielded at the 19. And this will wind up working out well. He's going to take it up to the 40-yard line. Good return. The Eagles offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Quick throw here is complete. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. He'll look to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8. They'll throw here on 3rd and short. Oh, no chance to get rid of that ball. Under a heavy rush, he goes down.
What a great job in this game by the defensive coordinator, continuing to put his players in position to succeed. And boy, have they taken advantage of it. But on the other side, they got to do something different. They got to bring in some extra blockers. They got to change up and go max protection. They have to give their quarterback a little bit of time, or else they've got no shot.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down. So we have hit halftime here on a Monday night. As we'll get you down to Orlando now. That's where the coach is, Jonathan Coachman, and our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone. This is the EA Sports halftime report. So let's get you caught up on what's going on around the National Football League. We'll get our tour started out at Venerable Soldier Field in Chicago, where you see the final score there. The Bears able to climb back over 500 with the victory as they stay within range of a playoff spot at 5-4. From there, we head down to sunny Miami to check on the Dolphins at home at Hard Rock Stadium. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Minnesota Vikings. Caleb Williams leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And they were losers in that ball game to the visiting Cleveland Browns. A 2-touchdown victory, 31-17, the final. This one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these two teams. This was a very level first half, and I'd expect to see more of the same after the break. Both these teams running through their final adjustments. It's time for the second half. And for the call, let's get it back out to Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Coach, thank you. Not a rest at the break for the defensive coordinators, trying to figure out how to stop these offenses as we get ready for the second half. And they will finally get him down, but he gets all the way close to the 40-yard line. The home team's offense and their big play wide out getting set for their next possession. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. Here's a run to begin this 3rd quarter. And the defense all over this one. They knock him down. It'll go down as a loss of 2.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 36-yard line.
Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him, and instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have.
That is knocked away downfield, incomplete. He made sure not to let the receiver get behind him. 3rd down stop sets up 4th down. The Falcons send their punting unit out as he's on to punt for the second time. Oh, how about that hit? Wow. He took a pretty good lick at the end of that one. Now, following the punt return, we have an injured player on the field. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
Quick throw, taken in. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the first down.
He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. Throwing now from the gun. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
And up until this point, this has been an incredibly efficient game from this quarterback. I mean, it's hard to think. Here we are in the second half, and
oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. One of his teammates is there to pick it up. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. They'll throw out of the gun. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
Back to the air one more time. And that one just kept getting worse and worse until finally they bring him down.
Just can't seem to get anything going on every ensuing snap. They just continue to go backwards and backwards and backwards. You've got to find a way on 1st and 2nd down to stay ahead of the chains so 3rd down is not so daunting.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. Going up top. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown. They'll send their tight end left. Right away, they'll set up to throw. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. They'll come up here 1st and 10. Throwing right, it's taken in. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw yet again. This one caught at the 4.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver.
That one, take it in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
The PAT, up and good. And the Falcons are back within a field goal. The lead is 3. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. He'll grab it at the 12. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Eagles offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And he's been as good as advertised. Take you through some of the highlights. 4 touchdown passes on point with his receivers right throughout and continuing to master running and executing this offense. They'll look to throw here on first down. He'll go underneath here. The running back out of the backfield. They face second down and 7. Handoff here, up the middle. And you'll get them 5 yards closer, but now third down coming up. Try to pick this one up on the ground. Here comes the Eagles punt team. This offense and their wide receiver heading back onto the field. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. Drive will start on the ground, and he'll get forward for a couple. It's second down.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
Got to get it to the 30. Here comes third down. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing.
I hope we all appreciate just how difficult it is to throw the ball that well while on the run. And the way they teach it, Mike, is kind of cool. They actually teach the quarterback to disconnect your upper body from your lower body. Just keep your feet moving, and however your arm times up, just let it rip. And he does it about as well as you can ask.
So, 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 34-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Now they'll set up to throw. They'll look to set up the screen here. That screen goes for 12, and that's a first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Up the middle they go. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down.
He's across midfield to the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and
Back to throw. Now he takes off. A great job of knowing when to go. He gets 17 yards on that run and a first down. Now a give up the middle. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
And he just continues to chew off more and more yardage with every single carry. And you can see here with the numbers, Mike, for as strong as he was in the first half, it almost looks like he's got even stronger now here in the second.
He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down. They'll look to throw. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter. So, no shortage of offense in this one as we end the third. Back with more Monday Night Football after this. They can still get a first down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. That's to the right side and incomplete.
They couldn't quite connect there on that short pass, Mike, and I just think it's worth reminding everyone how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for in the normal part of the field.
And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that fourth quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
The extra point try forthcoming. He's got it. And the Falcons have taken a 4-point advantage. So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. The visitors' offense getting set to get back to work. They trail by 4. Touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. They'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
Looking to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's going to tuck it and go. Good decision to take off. He gets 15 yards and a first down.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
Falcons go ahead and take their second timeout. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. They'll stick with him again. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up third down. A throw left side, going to be intercepted. And the Falcons are going to take over here at their own 22.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
Here comes the Atlanta offense now. They get set to take over once more. The lead sits at 4. So they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. Now a toss play, running left. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down. A handoff as they try to run it here. And he'll only get it to the 26-yard line, setting up 2nd and long. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
As this clock continues to tick, we're getting dangerously close here to do-or-die territory. But after that 3rd down sack, real good chance of getting off the field. No points allowed. Let's see if their offense now can do their job, because defense certainly did theirs.
And this one's going to be downed inside the 20-yard line. The visitors' offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And that'll be a pickup of 3. To the ground. He'll get it again. He'll get about 3. And that's going to lead to 3rd down. Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And he's going to get awfully close to the first down marker, but appears just to be a few inches short.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on 4th down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this 4th down.
And And he didn't get the check he was hoping for in that one. That goes into the end zone, and it's a touchback. The home team's offense about ready to take over once more. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun. Trying to find somewhere to move forward, but nothing going. Tackled for the loss of a yard. Now, faking the give. Throw on the run is complete. Catch number 7 so far in this one. And a first down.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
Back to the air once more on 2nd down.
The best guys I've been around, Mike, they have a sense where they can see the ball, but they can feel the sideline. And that's kind of an innate sense that these guys have that allows them to concentrate and secure the catch and ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front, because right now their pass protection is breaking down and this quarterback's paying the price for it.
Oh, no fair catch, and he pays the price. Big shot to make sure this return didn't even get started. The Eagles offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10. To throw here to begin the drive. He'll tuck it and take off. And he'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
A quarterback who can extend the play with his legs, Mike, is just such a key element to today's modern offenses. You can see there was nowhere for him to go with the ball, but he decides to turn into a runner, picks up a great gain, and ultimately a first down.
His 8th reception of the game, and good for a first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Quick throw here is complete. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is. Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman, sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to...
And he will score again. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A 3-touchdown game for him. That's now 5 on the year. York, good on the extra point. And the Eagles go up by a field goal as they lead it by 3. So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown, trying to kick it back the other way. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Falcons offense ready to get back to work. They'll start out 1st down and 10. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Here's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. And the rush gets there. Down he goes. Here comes 2nd down.
The tackle made back in his own 49.
Off-balance throw. It's complete. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable 3rd down, getting some good yardage on that 2nd down play. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
And the big guys up front in the offensive line just continue to not be on the same page. And we've seen it time and time again here today. This pass rush remains one step ahead of them, and it's the quarterback who continues to pay the price.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And they're going to get the 1st down. They were forced to go for it, and it's going to work out for them. He's got it at the 7. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. Here we go. One final play. And this is going to be a touchdown. What a finish. They win it on the final play. So it's a win here for the Falcons. Their winning ways continue. They've yet to be stopped as they remain unbeaten in the month of November. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olsen and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. Good night, everybody.
been shooting from a cannon. Mid-flight, here to recite, I ain't landing. Handles like a vandal at night, you can't grab it. Fire underneath my hood is outstanding. Blast through a wall of bricks like Superman did. Ain't nothing holding me back but me standing. So I'ma take off right now from this planet. The new sound has been found, and yo, I don't know what you've been told, but I ain't gonna stop till I break the mold. You see, I'm born in a mule. I wanna rise in the ceiling, yes I do. I think it's time to see a brand new menu. I said I'm born in a mule. I'm born in a mule. My brand new horizon, the world's in my hands and the sun's tantalizing. Grab hold of mine if you want some good time, and it's been too long and you need some unwinding. Woo! Shake it low, the new sound has been found, and yo, I don't know what you've been told, but I ain't gonna stop till I break the mold. You see, I'm born in a mule. I wanna rise in the ceiling, yes I do. I think it's time to see a brand new menu. I said I'm born in a mule. Born in a mule. Born in a mule.
I think he knows when I play with him like that. I think he knows when I play with him like that. When I say to him like that, that he's coming right back. She's a provocateur, dance floor connoisseur. Weeks on Friday for sure. Tell the girls we're taking a detour. Give him milk, yeah. Get these boys out, yeah. She does it well, oh yeah. I do it myself, oh yeah. Candy necklace on my hips, butterflies on my wrist. Put your hands on me like this. Need to go head to toe. DT, she's gauzy. Give her one kiss just softly. Tease him and get him me. I think he knows when I play with him like that. When I say to him like that, I'm up with him like that. I think he knows when I play with him like that. When I say to him like that, that he's coming right back.
Like ice cream on Shanty, playing in AMG. Let it rain on me. On my head, boys, I'm on my knees like that. Lord, please pray for me. Save your grace for me.
Say, boy, what you want?